Hey, Mark. We're 6 minutes till tip off. Sure. That'll work. Yes. Should be up and running. Yep. Oh, welcome everybody to Billy Fager Fieldhouse, where tonight the Indian boys take on the Frontenac Raiders of Vicksburg, or Frontenac, Kansas. Makeup game from earlier in the year when the girls got to play Frontenac, but due to COVID, the boys couldn't play because of quarantine. So a makeup game here on a Thursday night. Tomorrow night, the Lady Indians and boys will be in action at Marmonton Valley in Moran, Kansas. So back-to-back nights. A busy week this week, Ross.
Yeah, third game. It'll be 3 games for the boys this weekend after playing Pleasanton on Monday. Then they'll have Moran tomorrow night with Frontenac wedged in between there. And obviously, Frontenac is definitely a step up in weight class for the Indians. Big 3A, 4A type school with a lot of juniors and seniors on the roster. A very hard matchup for the team under normal conditions. And then you take into the fact that we're in the middle of a rebuilding a little bit. It's just going to be a tough task for the Indians tonight.
It will be a tough task. Didn't want to make each quarter goals in my books and just try to play well, not turn the ball over much, get good looks at the basket, and let the rest happen as it may. The Indians coming off a good shooting game 2 games ago. Last game they kind of cooled back off, but we'll see if the Indians maybe can hit a few from the outside, stay warmed up for tomorrow night when they go back to league play in their own league, and it'll be a much better matchup for the Indian boys and girls.
Yeah, when you have a game like tonight, Dan, if you know it's going to be tough, and obviously it's not so much about the scoreboard as much as trying to do things right. And if you could, if you can handle the pressure of Frontenac and the physicality they're going to bring, obviously not to the point where maybe you're going to win the game, but at least you don't lose your confidence. It will help you going into games against Moran and the Pleasantons and the team and the Colonies and the teams that are more our size. It's just you got to avoid just losing your confidence, when you have a game like tonight.
Next week was starting out or looking to be a very, very busy week, and it rapidly changed today due to COVID outbreak. Altoona Midway quarantine because of COVID. So be it that they played Southeast last week, so the boys Southeast are quarantined also. And guess what? That's 2 of the games that the Indians had on their schedule next week was Altoona and Southeast. So Monday, February 1st at Southeast, it'll be JV boys at 6, varsity girls to follow. Tuesday, February 2nd, back-to-back nights again for the Lady Indians at Altoona, 6 o'clock varsity girls only. And then Friday, February 5th, versus Jayhawk Land back at home. And that looks like a full docket so far. 6 o'clock varsity girls in the new gym. JV boys will play in the old gym, and 7:30 the varsity boys. So it quickly changes on a daily basis. I got about 5 emails in a row today where athletic director Keaton McCracken was having to make changes on the fly all day long as he kept getting phone calls.
Well, it's that time of year, I guess, and with everything that's going on, shouldn't be surprised that there are a lot of last-second changes.
It had been going pretty good since Christmas break, COVID-free, pretty much doing real well, getting games in. And Acacia opening back up tomorrow night where they're going to allow 4 guests per participant in the gymnasiums now. So Grandma and Grandpa is going to get a chance. Well, I assume they'll get a chance, or brothers and sisters or whoever will get a chance to take in a few games from now on. But tomorrow night, we should be good to go as we will travel up to Marmonton Valley. 6 p.m. start. Join us about 5:45. We're about a minute and a half until tip-off in this boys action game. We're going to take a break. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul Basketball on Hot 105. It says we are, but I'll check. Well, welcome back to Billy Fager Fieldhouse here in St. Paul. And yeah, I have it on my phone. The live stream's up and running, so we should be good to go here as we get set for tip-off. Frontenac starts with the basketball here tonight as we are underway. Off to 00 McCarthy into Fudge, and he scores right off the back. 6'8" Jordan Fudge gets Frontenac out to a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, there was a switch on that defensive assignment, and Kaiser Weitrick ended up guarding him down low, and at 6'8", Kaiser's about 5'9". That was not going to be much of a matchup.
Ball's loose on the floor, still loose, chased down, and it's saved inbounds. Peyton Norris, Johnny on the spot, cleans it up and ties the score at 2.
Nice job by Peyton to be right in the right place at the right time.
Number 23, Fields with the basketball. Right wing off to Mangini. Lob into Fudge, no good. It's going to be a foul. It's going to be an offensive foul on the push, and it's going to go back to St. Paul basketball.
Yeah, you know, the last few games we've had, Dan, the Indians have had a size advantage inside, but that's not going to be the case tonight with Fudge and Landon Dean.
That foul was the first team foul on Frontenac, first foul on Jordan Fudge. Landon Beechner down with the basketball quickly, kicks it back up top to Murillo, swings it around to Peters. McCarthy all over him, shot by Peters, up and in, and the Indians lead 4-2. Fields with the basketball for the Raiders of Frontenac. 6:53 left to go in the first, just underway. Fudge, step back jump shot short, no good. McCarthy with the rebound. Now Frontenac with the rebound, a foul on the play. That's Landon Dean, the 6'5" junior with the rebound, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. First foul on the Indians, first team foul, first foul on Kaiser Weitrick. Dean at the line to shoot 2, off the back iron, no good. 6'5" junior settles in for his second. The Indians lead 4-2, 6:43 left to go in the first. Dean with the second, it's on its way. Off the back iron, too strong. You got to back up on him as Fudge dunks it, as Norris didn't back into him far enough. Could have called the over the back, didn't, and it's tied at 4.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem, I think, for the Indians all night long. Just we don't see many kids that tall and that physical.
Beechner with a shot partially blocked. Back comes Fields for the Raiders, tied at 4, 6:23 left to go in the first. Off to Dean. Dean with the basketball, kicks it off. Now they try to lob it down into Fudge, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Raiders of Frontenac. 6:15 left to go here in the first period, tied at 4. Lob into Fudge. Murillo on him. Jump shot on the way. No good. Indians can't secure the rebound. Boy, Peyton Norris ends up on the ground. Now Fudge with the three-point shot and right through there. And Frontenac leads 7-4.
You know, I know he made that shot, Dan, but if he wants to stand at the three-point line and shoot three-pointers all night long, I think we'd let him.
Beechner streaks down the right sideline with the basketball. McCarthy cuts him off. Now Murillo with the basketball. He gets past Fudge and now has it stripped away, but it goes out of bounds.
Nice idea by Ivan. He gets the big 6'8" kid out, guarding him on the perimeter, and maybe Ivan a little quicker, tries to take him to the basket.
Now steal, bad pass on the inbounds. McCarthy with it, layup good. 9-4, bad pass by Weitrick on the inbounds. Beechner with the basketball. He gets past McGinney. Now McGinney comes back. Double team comes. Peters with it. Peters top of the key. Three-pointer on the way. Short. Indians going to have to knock those shots down. They want to keep this game close. McCarthy with the basketball. Step back a little 10-footer right up and through there with his left hand, and it's 11-4 all of a sudden. It was tied at 4 just about a minute ago. 5:11 left to go here in the first as 5 subs come to the scores table. Murillo a long 3. Boom. Right through there. And it's 11-7, 4-point lead for Frontenac. Full timeout. Coach Wuttrick will be back after this 1 minute timeout. You know, St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. Frontenac basketball. Now a steal by the Indians. Wuttrick with it. Dribbles back. Tries to recuperate. Got a big pressure by him. Kicks it off to Peters. Three-pointer on the way. Well short. Rebound to number 22, Gates. Kicked out to the corner. Three-point on the way by Doria. No good. Tipped around. Norris comes down with it. Feeds it to Murillo. The Indians streak back down the court. Double team. And it's tipped away, but Peters chases it down. Peters off to Wuttrick. Wuttrick a right wing with the basketball. Guarded tightly. Dribbles towards the right, and he's going to be ridden down to the floor. Foul on number 35 for Frontenac, Austin Parrish, 5'11 junior.
Yeah, the Raiders did the line change by bringing 5 new players in after the last timeout, Dan. I think that's one of the things they're going to try to do is use their depth to wear us down late in the game.
Somebody needs to get open. Peters finally gets it off the inbounds, feeds it back to Beechner. Beechner with the basketball at right wing, feeds it to Norris, gets it stripped away, and it comes back to Gates for Frontenac. Another three on the way by number 2 off the iron, no good. That's Doria. Put back no good. Norris with the rebound. Ball's loose on the floor. It's going to be a foul on number 21, Aaron Doria, 6'2 junior. Full court pressure applied by Frontenac, St. Paul basketball. As the Indians get set up in their press break, Murillo set to put the ball in play for the Indians. Looking, finally gets it into Peters. He's double teamed down in the corner. Feeds it back to Murillo. Got to have numbers down here somewhere to Beechner. Beechner floater and scores. 2-point ball game, 11-9. Indians just down by 2. Frontenac all the way down. Shot up, no good, too hard. Wuttrick with the rebound. Now Murillo. Indians got a 2-on-1. Now Murillo, Euro step shot up, short, no good. Rebound comes out to Doria. Michael Doria, 6'2 junior for Frontenac.
Like the aggressiveness.
Looked like a travel.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ross.
I know, I thought so too. I like the aggressiveness of the Indians. They're trying to fast break and get their offense going before the defense gets there.
Now Parrish scores for Frontenac. It's 13-9, 4-point lead for the Raiders. Tight full court man-to-man pressure by the Raiders of Frontenac. Wuttrick is going to be fouled by number 2, Michael Doria, 6'2 junior. That's the 4th team foul on Frontenac, first on Michael Doria. Wuttrick set to put the ball in play. Looking now, feeds it into Trey Peters. Peters approaches half court, crosses half court with it. Here comes the trap, and he has it knocked away and stolen. Now feed down ahead, a 2-on-1 opportunity, layup good. Gonna have to stay out of that half court trap, and Wuttrick trapped into the corner, has another steal by Frontenac, a give and go, and good ball movement, and they score again off the press.
Yeah, the Raiders, they are trapping the whole way down the court, Dan. It's not just try to trap in the corner on the inbounds pass, and if we break it, they get back down court. They trap. Whoever has the ball, they're trying to trap the whole way.
It could lead to some fast break opportunities, but you got to get out of that trap and push the ball down the floor hard.
Yeah.
Beechner trying to feed it in, throws it right to Frontenac. Doria with it, Now, number 1, that's O'Malley with it. Now, Doria, three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes out, and Watrick saves it right inbounds, throws it right to a Raider of Frontenac, and they score, and it's 19-9. So the pressure has really gotten to the Indians here in the last few possessions. That full court press just eating the Indians alive, and they trail 19-9. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. Timeout. Coach Watrick and the Indians, they trail 19-9 to the Raiders at Frontenac. Indians able to keep this close until about the last minute, and about 4 turnovers in a row is turned into points for Frontenac. And what was a 2-point net game is now a 10-point game with 2:32 left to go here in the first.
Yeah, you know, the Indians did a nice job of not letting the size and experience of Frontenac intimidate them early. And like you said, Dan, about a minute ago we were only down 2 points, but a quick spurt by the Raiders, and we're down 10.
Here comes a trap, half-court trap defense by the Raiders. Knocked into the backcourt, ball's loose, and Frontenac saves it, and it's going to be out on the Indians and go back to the Raiders. Frontenac basketball under their own rim, 2:18 left to go in the first. They lead by 10. Fudge with the basketball, goes to the left, tries to dish it off. It's going to be off the Raiders, off of Landon Dean, the 6'5 junior, and go back to the Indians.
Nice job, Peyton, to kind of just stay in front of Fudge and cause him to try to dish it off, and the other Raider just wasn't ready for the pass.
Trey Peters rifles it 10 feet over the head of everybody and out of bounds, and another turnover goes right back to the Indians, or Frontenac Raiders. Raiders basketball. Cleveland with the basketball, lob inside to Fudge, gets past Murillo, reverse layup, no good. Putback is good, got his own rebound on the weak side, 21-9, the Raiders lead.
9 points for Fudge in the first quarter.
Out by the timeline, Watrick trying to get away from the double team. 3 Indians out playing up above the timeline. Need to take towards that trap, towards the basket, and another dunk by Fudge with 1:31 left to go here in the first. Frontenac extends their lead 23-9.
Yeah, the Raiders are just really extending their 1-3-1 out, trapping, and they're so tall and long, it's just hard for our kids to get the ball around them.
There's a steal by Fudge on the breakaway. Norris comes back, and he two-hand dunks it. Third dunk of the game for Fudge, and they lead 25-9. There you go. There's a reach. Watrick just split that trap and went right through it hard. That's what you got to do, is go at it hard and quit playing basketball out there by the timeline where the 6'8" Fudge with his long arms and knocking in basketballs away.
Yeah, the Indians, they have to be aggressive, like you said, Dan, on offense. They can't let the defense dictate what's going to happen. They have to try to get it closer to the basket and away from him, just throwing the ball around on the timeline.
Vincent Smith inbounds it to Peters. He's out by the half-court line. All over him is McCarthy, number 0. And Vincent Smith travels with the basketball, gives it right back to the Raiders of Frontenac. They try to extend their lead. They lead 25-9, 55 seconds left to go here in the first period. Cleveland with the basketball. Pass to the right wing, Mengidi. Mengidi past Smith, tries to lob it back to Fudge. Ball's loose. Fudge comes up with it. Now the free throw line of McCarthy, back out to McGinney. Three-pointer on the way. Off the iron, no good. Rebound comes out to Norris for the Indians. He feeds it to Watrick. Watrick all the way in, and he's going to get whistled for the travel and turns it back over to the Raiders of Frontenac. Frontenac just 3 seniors on their varsity squad, lots of juniors, so still pretty young for the Frontenac Raiders. McGinney, now three-pointer on the way. Deep three-pointer, about broke the backboard, but it went through as Dean cans a three from about 4 feet outside the arc, clanged off the backboard and went in.
Yeah, I don't think he planned that, but it worked out for him.
Trey Peters, he's double teamed now, gets it off to Murillo, three by him, good. At the buzzer, so 28-12 is the Raider lead after the first period. We'll be back after this 1 minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Well, welcome back. 8 minutes on the clock. Get ready to start the second period here. It's going to be St. Paul basketball. The Indians trail 28-12 to the Raiders of Frontenac. Austin O'Hara in the game on the floor for the Indians. O'Hara, Peters, Watrick, Smith, and Ivan Murillo. As I don't know what the delay is. Now we're good to go. Austin O'Hara set to put the ball in play to the Indians. Feeds it into the backcourt to Peters. Peters pushes the ball across half court, dribbles up above the timeline, now feeds it off to Murillo. Murillo, bad pass, stolen away by Frontenac. Number 22 all the way down, layup good. Ty Gates, the 6'1 senior, scores. Now Peters with it, feeds it ahead to O'Hara. O'Hara whips it back up to Peters. Peters drives the baseline, spins towards the right elbow. A little underhanded shot, no good, but he's going to go to the line shoot two, and he was fouled.
Nice job by Trey to be aggressive and get that ball into the lane.
Sixth team foul on the Raiders. First on number 23, Kate Caston Fields, a 5'9 junior. Peters at the line to shoot two. First one on the way, right through there and good. Gives the Indians their 13th point. 30-13 is the lead by Frontenac.
First free throws for either team tonight, Dan.
Peters at the line to shoot his second. It's on its way and good. As the Indians get in a little full court press of their own. Now Peters knocks it in the air, but chased down by number 23, Caston Fields. Good pass down underneath to number 35, Austin Parrish, a 5'11 junior, and he scores.
It's 8 points for Parrish on the night.
Smith, but boy, how's that not a foul?
Just got shoved to the ground.
Michael Doria, they gotta have to call them if they're gonna allow them to press here. Baseball pass ahead to O'Hara, stolen. As it was too deep, Ty Gates with it, feeds it to the corner, three-pointer on the way. Good by Austin Parrish, 5'11 junior. Timeout, Coach Watrick. And with that, we'll go ahead and take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout and let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 6:48 left to go in a second. 37-14. Raiders of Frontenac lead big over the Indians of St. Paul. Frontenac stays in this full court press. O'Hara with the basketball. Bumped, and there's a foul. And O'Hara will go to the line to shoot the 1-1.
foul on Austin Parrish.
7th team foul on Frontenac. That sends the Indians to the line, shoot front end 1-1. O'Hara at the line to shoot the front end of 1-1. As he settles at the line, Landon Beechner back to scores table for the Indians. O'Hara's free throw short, no rim. So it goes back to the Raiders. Landon Beechner checks in for Vincent Smith as the Indians jump into a little full court press. Ty Gates with the basketball. Fed out to the left wing, and that's a travel on Doria. Michael Doria, 6'2" junior. 6:39 left to go in the second. 37-14, Raiders stay in the full court press. Eventually, you think they would cut the Indians a little slack and get out of it. Peters with the basketball, comes across half court, whips it. Watrick needs an air. O'Hara down underneath, and he gets a block.
Coach Wytrick not happy with that. He thought maybe Austin got hit on the way up.
Doria with the three for the Raiders of Frontenac. Watrick feeds it back to Peters. A fed ahead to O'Hara, and too late on a bad pass, and it goes right back to Frontenac. Doria with the basketball, and he scores as they stay in the press.
7 points for Doria here in the first or the second quarter.
Trey Peters with the basketball, a reach foul, and that's going to stop the clock, send Peters a line to shoot front end 1-1. 5:53 left to go in the second. Our Raiders lead Big Vincent Smith back to scores table for the Indians. 8th team foul on Frontenac. Second on Doria, just one team foul on the Indians. Trey Peters at the line, shoots front end 1-1. It's on its way and good. Peyton Norris back into the game for Ivan Murillo, 15th point of the first half for the Indians. Peters at the line to shoot his second. It's on its way and good.
Trey having a good night on the line, 4 for 4.
A lob ahead to Doria, three-pointer on the way, good. Frontenac stays in the press. 45-16 is the lead by the Raiders. Doria with another three. He misses this one, but offensive rebound. Putback is back up and through there by Gates. 5:25 left to go in the second. Timeout. Coach Watrick, 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and be back after this 30-second timeout. St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 5:24 left to go in the second. Frontenac up big. St. Paul basketball, and Frontenac goes into their half-court defense finally with 5:24 left to go here in the second. Indians hung with Frontenac for a little bit there in that first quarter, but it's got away from them. It's way too many turnovers. Here's a trap again, clear out by the timeline.
Yeah, the turnovers have really kind of been the big story so far in the first half.
Landon Beechner, nice 15-foot jump shot, gets it to go. And it gets the 18th point for the Indians. Number Cleveland with the basketball, lob inside to McCarthy. Back out to McGinney. Ball fake, now shot on the way, jump shot by O'Malley. Brody O'Malley, the 5'9" junior, is good. Trey Peters approaches half court. Whips it over to Beechner. Beechner, a long three-pointer, way off, too long. Peters now hit with a rebound and a three, no good, and chased down by Beechner, now a steal by McCartney, and it's good. And extends the Frontenac lead with 4:21 left to go. McCartney off to Vincent Smith, and he's stepped out of bounds as Watrick checks back into the ball game for the Indians. 4:12 left to go here in the second. 51-18 is Frontenac's lead. With 4:09 left to go here in the second. McGinney with the basketball, whipped inside McCartney, no good. Somebody all over his arm, no foul called. Peyton Norris at the free throw line, gets it swatted away from behind, saved inbounds to number 11 McGinney. Cleland with the basketball. Long three-point shot on the way is right through there by Brody O'Malley. And Frontenac rolling right along here in this ball game. When do we start the running clock, Ross?
Yeah. Well, not this half, unfortunately, Dan.
56-18. I don't even know what to say here. Is it's a runaway. Frontenac just putting it to the Indians. Now another steal as they stay in that half-court trap and feet ahead. Shot up and Cleland.
Yeah, it's just nights like this are tough. You just hope the kids can kind of weather the storm mentally and not let that affect their confidence going into tomorrow night's game. A team that we've already played once and beat, so you want to come out and try to get that second win of the season.
Foul on O'Malley, the 5'9" junior. Quite honestly, to be blatantly honest with you, I don't even know why we made this game up, but we did. So the Indians are just going to have to take it as it is, and as Kaiser Watrick going to go to the line to shoot to 1-1.
Yeah, the kids don't make the schedule, Dan. They just go out and try to play the games, and like I said, we knew coming into this one just by the it was going to be a tough matchup for us, and it's proven out. Like I said, but the kids came out for about half a quarter. The first quarter, they did a nice job of playing hard and not being intimidated by Frontenac. That the wheels came off the wagon and the turnover started mounting, and it was just kind of downhill from there. 2:59
left to go here in the second period. Watrick at the line to shoot the front end of 1-1. 9th team foul on Frontenac, just one on the Indians. Watrick misses the free throw. Fudge back into the ball game with the rebound. He feeds it off to Austin Parrish. Three-pointer on the way from the baseline for Frontenac, no good. Trey Peters with the rebound. And there's a foul on number 21. Stops the clock again, and that's going to send Peters to the line to shoot two, as the Indians are now in the double bonus.
Frontenac's probably shooting about as good as they have all season if you were to talk to their coaches, but on a night where your kind of things are going your way, you just relax, and when you relax you just start shooting good, and it seems like everybody's hitting for them as well.
Pretty high percentage shots by them too, Ross.
Yeah, they're not taking bad shots.
A lot of steals, a lot of layups.
Yeah.
Off that press as Trey Peters makes the first as he settles into the line for the second. Peters at the line to shoot this second, and it's up and through there.
Six free throws for Trey tonight.
Doria with the basketball. Off to Parrish at left wing. Now to Fudge. Fudge with the basketball. Drives in, gets it stripped away, gets it back, and scores. As he had it stripped away and got the ball back with 2:27. Frontenac leads big. Trey Peters with the basketball as Frontenac stays into this trap defense. Now, jump shot on the way by Landon Beechner as he makes a little 10-foot jump shot.
Nice job by Landon pulling up about 10 feet away instead of trying to go all the way in and risk getting it blocked, and he was able to hit the shot.
Parrish drives the baseline. That's going to be a foul on Kaiser Watrick. This is the second team foul on the Indians. Second on Kaiser. He has both of them.
He has both fouls, yes.
Frontenac basketball, lobby in over the top to Gates, and then good. Back in Dory as he come from the inbounder under the rim, and the Indians stand there flat-footed, and he gets it in front of the rim and scores. Beechner and feeds it to Peters, almost a steal. Now feed into Peyton Norris, and he scores.
Nice job of Peyton. Good pass from Trey.
Frontenac basketball, 1:38 left to go, three-pointer on the way, and he gets his Doria, the 6'2 junior. Landon Beechner with the ball as Frontenac tries to trap him out by half court. Now Watrick with it. Got two big men on him. Now a foul on Frontenac. It's going to send Watrick or Landon in the line to shoot two. I believe it's going to be Kaiser Watrick as the Indians are in the double bonus the rest of the way. Indians will travel to Marmonton Valley, back to league play tomorrow night about 5:45. We'll go on the air, girls, followed by the boys.
As we get back to league play, Dan, like I said, the Indian boys had a good game against Moran last week in the mid-season tournament. Hopefully they can, do that the same thing.
And then next week, as I stated earlier, we're supposed to go to Southeast on Monday. We are going to Southeast, but it'll just be JV boys followed by varsity girls as COVID has struck Altoona and Southeast. So that's two of the 3 games the Indian boys was supposed to play. It's going to be 3 games for the girls at this point, but stay tuned as things change by the hour, it seems like.
Yeah, kind of like the weather, Dan.
Peters with the basketball for the Indians. Bad pass stolen away by Doria. No good on the layup, and a foul on Frontenac, and Watrick will go to the line to shoot 2 again. Third foul on number 35, Austin Parrish, a 5'11 junior.
And that's the thing with Frontenac with having such depth is their kids can be aggressive all the time and not have to worry about foul trouble because the depth lets them, have another kid come in off the bench that's going to do the same thing.
Watrick at the line to shoot 2, off, no good, off the back iron. As the Lady Indians are done with their practice and sitting over there watching the boys and doing their homework, looks like, Ross. Second free throw up and through there, and good.
Kaiser's first point of the game.
Under a minute left to go here before half. Frontenac leads 67-25.
They're probably watching huddle film on the opponents, Dan.
Long three-point shot off the back iron by O'Malley. Offensive rebound. Now Fudge with it. Three-pointer is good. And Frontenac are well on their way to 100 points. Trey Peters has it poked away. Now in a little trouble. Feeds it back to Watrick. Watrick has it poked away and a steal. And back to number 21, Arian Doria, the 6'2 junior. Knocked in the air. Now into the corner to Beechner. Three-pointer on the way. High arcing shot. Peyton Norris put back. Good. And at halftime, Frontenac leads 72-27. We'll be back with our halftime stats after this 2-minute timeout. You listen to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. Halftime here at Billy Fager Fieldhouse in St. Paul, where Frontenac leads big, 72-27.
Yeah, the inexperience of the Indians about the middle of that first quarter started to show. The pressure was just very tough on the Indians. The Raiders did a lot of full court press with a lot of hard traps, and it just made life tough for the Indians. Dan, 18 turnovers that first half, and it kind of felt like more, to be honest.
Yeah, it was it got off to a decent start for the Indians, but quickly the wheels fell off. Now, I will say this, Russ, 27 points in the first half for the Indian boys. Not too bad offensive output for the Indians boys. That'll win a lot of games if they can double that here in the second half in their own league. But here against Frontenac, it's not going to be enough to stay close.
No, the turnovers just led to, way too many easy transition baskets for the Raiders. And then, as you'll see happen, once you hit a few layups and get your confidence, the whole team relaxes and everybody just seems like they were making threes and twos and everything else. But like you said, Dan, offensively for the Indians, it wasn't a bad half for them.
Yeah, 7:09 left to go here at halftime. We come back from this next break. Ross is going to have all the first half stats. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. You listen to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. About 4:50 left to go until the second half tips off. Frontenac leads big as they come out of the locker room and back onto the court. Ross, you want to run down scoring?
Yeah, 5 Indians got in the scorers column in the first half, Dan. Trey Peterson led the way with 8 points, 6 for 6 from the free throw line, doing a nice job of shooting the ball from there for sure. Ivan Murillo with a pair of trays in the first half to give him 6 points. Peyton Norris with 6 points in the paint. Kaiser Weitrick chipped in a free throw, and then Landon Beechner also had 6 points. So not a bad job. If you look at the stats, Dan, when we shot the ball, the Indians really didn't do too bad. We shot a very respectable 44% in the first half, 29% from three-point land, which isn't horrible by any stretch of the imagination. 58% from free throws, but the problem wasn't shooting the ball. When we shot it, we did fine. It was just the turnovers. We had 18 turnovers in the first half. As far as the Raiders go, Dan, they have 3 guys already in double figures, led by the big 6'8" center Jordan Fudge with 18 points. Michael Doria, number 2, had 17 points, and then Austin Parrish chipped in 11 with a lot of other Raiders scoring as well.
Yeah, pretty good first half put together by the Raiders. Them 18 turnovers on the Indian boys was because of the pressure applied on the press, and that turned into a lot of high percentage chip shots for the Raiders, and that was a lot of turnovers turned into points for Frontenac. About 3 minutes until tip off the second half. We're going to take one more break. We're going to take one more 2-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back to Billy Fager Fieldhouse here in St. Paul, where Frontenac leads big over the Indians of St. Paul tomorrow night. The Lady Indians and boys travel to Marmonton Valley for all-important league play game tomorrow night. Lady Indians coming off of mid-season tournament championship with a victory over Iola Humboldt and Marmonton Valley. So just face Marmonton Valley, pretty good girls squad there. And the boys and girls both come out with a victory against Marmonton Valley. So look for them try to stay good there on league play. The Lady Indians, as they got some tough schedule coming ahead of them.
Yeah, you know, Marmonton Valley played St. Paul Lady Indians very tough the whole way. I think they ended up winning. Lady Indians ended up winning by double digits, but it was definitely a hard-fought game. And I think Moran, you know, is thinking coming into the game tomorrow night, Dan, that they have a chance to win it, and they're going to probably come out playing really hard. So the Indians had better, you know, come bring their A game.
Absolutely, and it looks like it's going to be Frontenac's basketball to start this third period as we get set to get underway. McCartney set to put the ball in play for Frontenac. 8 minutes on the clock, and we are underway. He feeds it into the backcourt to Caston Fields, off to McGinney. Shot by McGinney right up and through there, a three-pointer to start the third period, so Frontenac stays hot from the outside.
Yeah, Mario McGinney's first points of the game.
Trey Peters back to Watrick, over to Landon Beechner, down to Norris, three-pointer of his own, off, no good. Fudge with the rebound for the Raiders. Feeds it off to Fields. Man-to-man defense applied by the Indians. Now all the way to the rim, and he scores is Landon Dean. I don't know who was on him, but not very good defense as he did a little ball fake and drove right around the Indians' defense.
Yeah, Peyton was covering him, and he did that pass fake, and Peyton kind of went for the pass fake, and then the lane was wide open with no one rotating over.
And partially blocked was Beecher's shot. Now Peyton Norris scores on the backside off the rebound, off the missed shot. 6:58 left to go in the third. Frontenac up big.
Yeah, Peyton does what Peyton does best, which is kind of clean up the boards and put those putbacks right back in there.
Spin move looked like a walk. It was a travel on Landon Dean, the 6'5 junior for the Raiders of Frontenac. 6:46 left to go here in the third. Watrick with the basketball. Bounce pass over to Beechner. Cross court pass stolen by Fudge. Fudge all the way down with his 4th dunk of the night off the steal on the poor pass by the Indians, and yet more points off of turnovers for Frontenac.
Yeah, we're going to have the rims examined after tonight, Dan. That's his 4th dunk of the evening.
Watrick gets away with a travel, turns it over. McCarthy with the basketball. McCartney with the basketball. Feeds it back to Fields as they set their half-court offense. Indians stay in the man-to-man. McGinney with it all the way to the rim. Drove right past everyone. Rims out, no good. Put back, no good. Offensive rebound slapped out of bounds by Frontenac. Landon Dean with a couple putbacks, misses them. As 5 Raiders come to the scorer's table for Frontenac.
Good thing for the Indians, Dan, is they should not play a team the rest of the way that has as good a press or pressure as the Raiders have shown tonight.
Yeah, the last, well, and they're not a really that much bigger class than the Indians, but I know Uniontown boys very good, but we also have Colgan on the schedule down this, and that's going to be a good matchup for the girls and boys are a tough matchup.
Yes. Boys getting a win against Colgan last year, though, so I'm sure their boys will be mad about that.
Yeah. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Offensive rebound, good. Feed to Story. Alex Story, 6'2" senior, scores. 5:30 left to go here in the 3rd. Watrick with the basketball. Jump shot, shot on the way, no good. Rebound to Frontenac.
Indians getting decent shots this 3rd quarter, Dan. They're just maybe getting a little cold.
Ty Gates, 3-pointer on the way, good. Right through there by Brett Cleland, the 5'11" senior. Trey Peters with the basketball, right wing. He guarded tightly out there by Sullivan. Now Beechner with it. Beechner towards the baseline, off to Watrick, feed up top to Peters. Peters drives to the left, a little up and under shot, no good, but he's fouled, and he'll go line shoot 2.
Nice job by Trey to be aggressive and take that into the lane, especially when you're 6 for 6 for free throws already on the night. You might as well try to get to the line and get some more.
Peters at the line to shoot 2.
I probably just jinxed him.
Trey settles in at the line for his 1st. It's on its way, and because of Ross, he missed it.
I apologize, Trey.
Vincent Smith checks into the ball game for Wilson Smith. Trey Peters settles at the line for his 2nd. He gets 1 out of 2. Ty Gates puts the ball in play, feeds it into Sullivan. Sullivan crosses half court with it with a little over 4 minutes left to go here in the 3rd. Good give and go feed to number 22, Ty Gates, and he scores.
His 1st points of the 3rd quarter.
Coach Watrick still coaching hard, not happy with his defense, allowing too many back cuts and back screens for easy shots, and that's, you want to keep the defensive effort up. You can't do much about just getting outscored, but you can still keep your intensity and fundamentals right. Long 3-pointer by Murillo, no good. Rebound to Frontenac.
Yeah, I think Coach is just wanting to make sure the kids just keep playing hard, because that's the only way they're going to get anything out of this is to play hard and, you know, learn to deal with the pressure and the intensity that Frontenac brings.
Peters going to go to the line to shoot 2 again. 3:55 left to go here in the 3rd. Trey's going to make both of these as he settles in at the line.
I'm not going to say anything this time, Dan.
Heads to the line. A lot of free throws. Trey's been aggressive. He's went to the foul line a lot as he settles in for his 1st of 2. On its way right through there is the 1st one. Dylan Pauly checks in for Murillo.
His 1st appearance on the court for the night.
Peter's 2nd foul. Shot no good, short. Rebound comes out to Frontenac. Frontenac basketball. Brody O'Malley into the game. He's got the basketball. Give and go. Drives to the baskets. Number 22, Ty Gates, and he scores.
Kind of the same play they ran last time down the court. That just that give and go, and it's worked both times.
Watrick with the basketball for the Indians. 3:30 left to go here in the third. Peters now with it. Outside the three-point line by about 10 feet. Count is on. He needs to get rid of it. Turns it over out by half court. Layup good by Brett Cleland. Indians need to stay aggressive here, and there's a foul on Frontenac on Cleland, the third team foul. Subs into the game for the Raiders. There's a lot of playing time for their 12 players on the bench. Well, more than that even.
Well, they have a lot of. They probably have more kids on the bench, boys on the bench, than we do boys in high school, Dan.
14 suited out, looks like, or maybe the JV's just still here. Peters with the basketball. Feed off to Beechner. Beechner, three-point shot left wing, no good. Pauly up over his head. Frontenac basketball. All the way down is Doria with the basketball. Feed inside, shot up, nose good, but number 14, and I don't have a 14 on the roster, is going to go line to shoot two. Apologize. Frontenac at the foul line. That's one thing. They haven't shot too many free throws tonight, Ross.
No, I think these are the first free throws they're going to attempt.
First one short, no good. I think that's, there's a number 14 on the JV. I think it's Whitman at the line, I believe. He misses them both, but offensive rebound, number 21, putback is good. Arian Doria, 6'2" junior. 92 to 31, 2:32 still left to go here in the third period. Peters with the basketball. Off to his left, now back up towards the right, up above the timeline against this 2-3 zone. Peters doing a lot of dribbling, not much passing to nobody open. Now Vincent Smith with it, feeds it right to number 14, all the way down, layup no good. Offensive rebound, now Pauly with it. Now Watrick loses it, ball's loose on the floor. He dives on it. It's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow towards the Indians of St. Paul.
Yeah, Frontenac, they're very aggressive on defense, and even though they're in that zone, Dan, they really extend it out to put the pressure on the Indians, and kind of keeps you from passing the ball around the perimeter and maybe running some clock, because you kind of, first shot you get, you're going to take it. Speeds up the pace of things.
Norris and Murillo back into the game for the Indians of St. Paul. St. Paul basketball. Watrick rifles it into the backcourt. Out of bounds as Vincent Smith tried to save it in bounds. It's going to be go back to the Raiders of Frontenac.
Nice idea, Vincent, but it wasn't going to work. He stepped out of bounds, or he threw the ball back in, and then his momentum carried him out of bounds, but there was no one in the vicinity, so he just jumped right back in bounds and grabbed the ball again. But you can't be the first one to touch it coming out of bounds.
Give and go again. Dorian's going to be fouled, and he's going to go line to shoot two. Michael Doria, the 6'2" junior.
After 17 in the first half, Dan, he hasn't scored yet here in the third quarter, but has a chance with two free throws.
A little under 2 minutes left to go in the third. Frontenac up big as Doria makes his first. Tomorrow night, Keisha starting tomorrow night for people can get in per participant, so I'm going to increase the sizes of the crowd just a little bit. It's worked pretty well so far. Crowds has been manageable. Turnaround shot by Norris, good shot in front of the rim, and he scores.
Nice job by Peyton.
Indians up to 33 points with 1:36 left to go in the third.
Yeah, it'll be nice to have a little bit bigger crowd, a little bit better atmosphere, and you know, it's not that it's been bad. I think the 2 parents per player compromise wasn't a bad thing, but it'd be nice to get a little more action in the gym.
Shot put up and in there by Doria. Vincent Smith secured the rebound last time down, and I don't know who he was throwing it to, but he threw it right back to Frontenac. When you fight so hard to get a rebound, you need to take care of the basketball. St. Paul basketball, 1:20 left to go here in the third. Murillo with the basketball up above the timeline. Bounce pass over to Watrick at right wing. Watrick's double team down there, drives baseline, rode hard. Good feed to Norris, misses it. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Frontenac and stay with the Indians of St. Paul. Good look by Kaiser as he drove in, dumped it into the lane into Peyton Norris. Couldn't get the shot to go, but stays with the Indians. It did stay with the Indians till Vincent Smith knocks it out of bounds. Now it goes back to the Raiders.
Yeah, got to grab that ball with two hands on the pass.
1 minute left to go here in the third. Frontenac leads big over the Indians of St. Paul here in Billy Fager Fieldhouse. Three-pointer on the way by number 15, and he buries it. That is Trey Kramer, 5'9" freshman. And another turnover goes out of bounds and right back to the Raiders of Frontenac.
Raiders bench was excited on that one, Dan. That gives them 100 points on the night. Here we're still in the third quarter.
40.8 seconds left to go here in the third. Alex Story with the basketball for the Raiders. The right wing off to Sullivan. Sullivan off to Wooderman, and the backdoor cut and scores number 35, Austin Parrish.
His first basket in the third quarter after having 11 points in the first half.
18 seconds left to go here in the third. Murillo out to Smith. Three-pointer on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebound, it's going to be knocked out of bounds off of the Indians. It'll stay with Frontenac as Parrish puts the ball in play for the Raiders down to the corner. Three-pointer on the way, off, no good. Fights for it. Norris comes down with the rebound. And at the end of the third period, Frontenac 102, Indians 33. We'll be back after this 1 minute timeout with St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back as we get set to start the fourth period. It will be Frontenac's basketball to start the fourth period, where they lead big here in this contest. Indians tomorrow, Friday night, travel to Marmonton Valley. The girls about 5:45. Tip-off will be right at 6, and the boys to follow in league play. So the Indians are going to have to shake this one off quickly, Ross.
Yeah, I don't think it will be hard for them to want to forget about this game, Dan, but you just hope, like I said, it doesn't linger as far as the confidence goes.
Watrick, three-pointer from the corner, off the front iron, no good. Wilson Smith fights for it, but it comes out to Frontenac. Comes out to Kramer for the Raiders.
Should be the running clock, though, finally, Dan.
All the way to the rim. Oh, it looked like a travel, but it's tipped away and stolen by Trey Peters. Peters with the basketball, drives to his left, picks up his dribble, now a little trouble, kicks it out to Beechner. Beechner up above the timeline, straight out past the top of the key over to Watrick. Watrick with the basketball, bounce pass up to Beechner, three-pointer on the way, good. Landon cans a long distance three to start the fourth period here.
Gives him 5 in the half and 11 for the night.
Kramer with the basketball. A three on the way by Sullivan, and he gets it, so he answers the Beechner three with 6:44 left to go in the game. Beechner up to Watrick, over to Peters. Three-pointer on the way by him, well short, no good. Rebound comes out to Kramer, all the way down. Layup good, off the fast break. That's Austin Parrish. Watrick crosses half court with it for the Indians. Off to Beechner, back up top to Watrick, whips it over to Trey. Back up top to Watrick, drives in, kicks it over to Peters. Frontenac in a zone, out to Beechner. Beechner looks inside, kicks it down to the baseline to Trey Peters. Peters lobs it up over the top to Beechner. Now off to Watrick. Watrick towards the rim, little 10-foot fadeaway, no good. Rebound comes out to Frontenac. Kramer with the basketball for the Raiders of Frontenac. The right wing off to Sullivan. Shot good, give and go. Tough shot put up and in there by Winthunt. 109-36, Frontenac leads the Indians of St. Paul. Norris's scores table for the Indians. And we got about 5 minutes left to go. Good pass inside to Wilson Smith. No good, but he's fouled.
Yeah, the Indians still playing hard, Dan, which is a good thing to see considering how lopsided the score is. Good entry pass by Kaiser into Wilson Smith, and he gets to go to the line for two.
Wilson settles into the line to shoot two. First one on its way and short, no good. Peyton Norris checks back into the game for Dylan Pauly. As Smith settles into the line for his second. It's on his way, well short, no good. It's going to be a violation, so Wilson going to get another shot at it here. Back into the game is Michael Dory, the 6'2 junior for the Raiders of Frontenac. Wilson settles into the line. It's on its way. This one is a violation on the Indians this time, so that one negates the free throw that Wilson made.
Just kind of the night we're having, Dan.
4 minutes left to go in the game. Frontenac basketball. Left wing to Storia. Off to Doria. Now, Storia three-pointer, good. Another shooting good is the Raiders from outside the arc.
Yeah, I'm not keeping track of their shooting percentage, but it's got to be really, really good at 2- and 3-point land, Dan.
Trey Peters with the basketball. 4 minutes left to go in the game. 3:43 to be exact. Norris feeds it back to Watrick. Beechner, three-pointer from the corner. Looked like he shuffled his feet, got away with it. Misses it. Rebound comes out to the Raiders of Frontenac.
I was going to say the same thing.
Storia with it. Out to Doria. Now another three on the way. Off, no good. Watrick with the rebound. Kaiser pushes the ball across half court. Off to Trey Peters. Peters at left wing, guarded tightly out there by Sullivan. Zach Kirkpatrick to the scores table for the Indians boys with 3 minutes left to go in the game. Now Trey Peters drives the baseline all the way to the rim. Layup good.
Nice job by Trey. His fourth point of the second half gives him 12 for the night.
Kramer with the basketball. 2:50 left to go here in the ball game.
Looks like he traveled, yep.
And it gets whistled for the travel as Kirkpatrick checks into the game for Norris. Zachary, a young freshman for the Indian boys. Feed inbounds, Trey Peters. Peters with the basketball. Spins away. Floater on the way, off the backboard, good.
4 straight points for Trey. Still playing hard despite the score.
A little over 2 minutes left to go in the game. 112 to 40. Feed inside, knocked away, comes back now. Three-pointer on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebound, kicked out. Another three on the way, no good. Backside rebound to Watrick. Tries to rifle it down to Wilson Smith, knocked out of bounds by Alex Storia, the 6'2 senior, so to stay with the Indians of St. Paul. Peters set to put the ball in play for the Indians. 1:45 left to go in the contest. Stolen away, breakaway, Doria layup, no good. I don't know what he was trying to do, if he's trying to dunk it, but lost it out of his hands.
Yeah, it looked like he was going up for the dunk. It was a breakaway, and he just didn't get quite high enough, Dan, and then it slipped out of his hand, and coach is taking him out.
Austin Parrish into the game for Doria. Peters, three-pointer on the way, off the rim, looked good, a little bit short, so a little over a minute left to go. As we'll give Ross a quick timeout to tally up his stats at the finish of this game, and we'll get it wrapped up and get on out of here because we got to get back on the road tomorrow night to Marmonton Valley and Moran, Kansas, for just a rotation timeout as they get set to put the ball back in play. Riley Vitt checks in, as well as Zane Sexton. So on the floor, Landon Beechner, Riley Vitt, Zane Sexton, Zach Kirkpatrick, and Wilson Smith. 40 seconds left to go in the contest. Whoa, whoa, whoa. As he walked with the basketball, turns it back over to St. Paul. 20 seconds left to go in the game. It's going to be a blowout win for Frontenac. Three-pointer on the way by Beechner, good. 112 to 43 is going to be the final score here at Billy Fager Fieldhouse. We'll be back with the final game stats after this 1 minute timeout. It goes St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Thanks everybody for joining us on the live stream. We'll see you tomorrow night about 5:45.